Game of Life. We back, baby. I'm glad you came back to see us again. For y'all new, this is the Game of Life, and I'm your host, the real OG. You all out there in what we call that social media world. You can find us if you're checking us out on the networks. Sundial Network, that's SUNDIAL.TV. Hopefully y'all watching us there. If you're new to this and you're catching us on YouTube, which I know a ton of people are catching us there now, and coming back and speaking with people from different areas and stuff like that, are getting it there. They not even familiar with the network, you know what I mean? They think the network is just solely on YouTube. Well, we're not just solely on YouTube. We actually have a TV network, people. It's called Sundial Networks. That's SUNDIAL.TV. Please go check it out there. Catch it when we first come out, when we first release all of this information. You can see us on YouTube under Sundial Networks for you all that want to catch up with the shows, or your first time seeing it or didn't know that it exists. You can YouTube, that's the way of the world these days. Everybody can go back, pick up ESPN, any old show. So we're just the same, moving in that groove of society. You also, please go like us on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And you can catch up with any of the stuff that we've done there under the Game of Life. Guess we're going to get into this show. And, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Let me welcome all my OG mamas and my future OGs, and to my just people out here just trying to make it in life. If you're here, I'm sure you're seeking knowledge and you're not just out here on some BS and flipping through. We have a lot of people that do that, and that's the great thing about today's world, we have so many ways of communicating and finding the things that we want to find, or interest that we're interested in. And I don't want to be the downer when I'm bringing a lot of this information to you all out there. I just wanted to make sure that we uplifting really and giving some hope and showing you the facts of, so you're not constantly in this brain fog and brains on, chains on brains and stuff like that, and to be able to give information that we can go show our people parts of, because my understanding is a lot of people do teaching with these different types of conversations to their youth, and we definitely hope that that's what we're able to do. And a lot of times with a show like this one, we can say it better than you may be able to explain to somebody else. So that's what we're all about. But you're here at the Game of Life, and we're here about community, health, wealth, and happiness, and hoping to bring some prosperity to each and every one of us. I mean, prosperity doesn't just come in a monetary. Sometimes it comes in your health. Sometimes it comes in the wealth of your family and friends, and understanding and having someone to bounce that off of. So we want to be encouraging in that. Today's show, I'm going to be doing the state of the community, and it'll be more about the black community, because when we get into this, I'll show, one or two charts showing the state of the other communities, and a lot of these other communities are doing pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's nothing happening here, nothing happening here. Except for moving up like this. They popping a wheelie going straight up. And in the Game of Life, what it really comes down to is economics, They had me on a board about 2 years ago, and it was a think tank, more or less. They called, local leaders, you know what I'm saying? People that they know, as I've said, you put something in front of a person that gets stuff done, they're going to get it done. You get it around some people that ain't never done nothing, ain't nothing finna happen, because they ain't got no intentions on doing nothing. And hopefully you're not one of those people, and hopefully you're a future person that's going to be a mover and shaker out there. We got a lot of things, beautiful things that we have and our concept of making new to the community, and I'm speaking to the black community. Although we all are one race, I want to make sure that you're thinking that and that we're pushing that. In the end result, we're all human, you know what I'm saying? But we're here on planet Earth and we're playing a game. So this is part of the game, you know what I'm saying? Spacing out the races, the different haves and have-nots, and that's what I'll talk about in here today about the state of the community. It's going to be about America. And I see y'all probably seen the shows out there of two Americas, you know what I'm saying? They talk about black America and white America, you know, white America being the dominant one. And I always think of stuff like that, of conquerors, you know what I'm saying, who won the war. And I talk about, and you see it more than anything, if you're a historian, you see how the people go in there and they, whoever conquers whoever, whoever got conquered, their story is getting put to the back. If anything, it may be getting tore up and burned up and everything else. But the conqueror's story is finna be a great one, you know what I'm saying? And why they went in there, whether it be good or bad, it's gonna be good when the end of that story, you know what I'm saying? Because they did it for the right reason. And trust and believe it's gonna be printed that good conquered. Even though they may be evil, or it may be the tyrant that went in there and did whatever they did. But at the end of their story, when they get through printing it, it's going to be all good. But yeah, we're talking about three Americas, and baking up the three Americas, definitely the two Americas, as we're just talking in the human spirit, it's the haves and the have-nots, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully you in that fine line, and if you haven't, that's fine, especially if you have empathy and love for your whole total community out here in the world, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you're one of those people just flat out straight greed and don't have any compassion for your fellow human, we're going to frown at that, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to put you in that hater category. So make sure y'all out there, y'all giving those people that you know that's like that, you're giving them your ones and putting them in that category, you know what I mean? But the have-nots, a lot of times are caught into a situation beyond their knowledge, actually, you know what I mean? And as we spoke here before about having knowledge of things, and that being, if you don't know something, it's impossible for you to even, you know, be aware of it. You're oblivious to it. It doesn't even exist to you. It don't even exist to you. You know, take that in, you know what I mean? So a lot of times the haves are the same way. They're oblivious, especially if you're in a real have situation and everybody around you is having, and you're not really touched by poverty. I mean, this doesn't even come into your fold. I mean, you thinking the have-nots is the people that you know make $50,000 or $100,000 a year, and you thinking, damn, they don't got much. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the super wealthy, and it's a lot of people who have that wealth out here. Now, of course, it's more have-nots than the haves, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the same way with the power structure. And I think some of it is meant to be, you know what I mean? Because you just see it throughout time, period. I don't care how far you go back, there's always been a have and a have-not class, you know what I'm saying? But the hierarchy of having not, we don't want to put it there, especially in the sense that I'm talking right now today of, you know, people that have, because some of the people that not having, this is a I don't want to say horrible, because we're here in a industrialized country, you know what I'm saying? And I've been to some third world countries and seen some for real have-nots, you know what I'm saying? And yet, even with that being said, they were happy people, you know what I'm saying? They were able to find healthy spirits within themselves and find a mountain of wealth, you know what I'm saying, just in their attitude. And you can tell when something's genuine and you can tell when something's a fake. And especially someone like myself, because I really try to pay attention to people's spirits and really listen to what's being told to me, you know what I'm saying, so I can get, you know, to help, because I'm a person that likes to be able to help people with their issues and problems, you know what I'm saying, when I can. Now, I had to learn a long time ago, sometimes you just can't help some people. Some people, you just got to, hey, you got to keep moving because they stuck. They so stuck. It's going to take you time to pull off your track or whatever you're doing. I'm talking about totally. I ain't talking about stop for the day or a couple hours. I'm talking about take out your life to move and change your life into moving into their life in order to help them progress. But yeah, the white America, black America, and then it's everybody else. So, and I'm gonna hit a quick chart for you on the everybody else. And okay. Now, I'm probably have to put on my little reading glasses, but this is going to show, this chart here is going to show the breakdown of the population, you know what I'm saying? And this is as of 2018. We have 327,167,439 people as of 2018 on this particular chart. And we have African Americans at 41,617,764. We have white America at 236,173,020. And Hispanic race, they combine that with the white population now, you know what I'm saying? They considering Hispanics and Latinos, and they mix them in along with the white race. And you may even ask, why is that? Because they're trying to boost up their population, you know what I'm saying? Because when you add the Asian, Hispanics, and African Americans, that number is getting bigger and bigger, and it's starting to outweigh that. But actual white Americans make up 60% of the population right now, as of today, as we speak, in 2021. But I wanted to bring up the chart to show that the Asian population is steady growing. And you see they have 18,415,198 people here in the United States of America, making up 6% of the population. Our black population, the 41,617,764 people in 2018 as of today, we be teetering between 13 and 15% of the population. And a lot of our population in the black community does not get counted because they can't catch up with us because we're so poor. In some of those areas, they don't even know they stand in these abandoned houses and different stuff like that. And this is all across the country, you know what I'm saying, that this is going on. The Latino population makes up 18.5% of the population, and they've outpaced the black population. And the Latino population didn't even start coming over here until the 60s and 70s. So that's a huge migration, but they made their own migration. They came over here. The black population of African American descendants of slaves, they came out of here, you know, not willfully, but they got here, and the population growth. And that's why we want to hit on the reasoning behind the state of the black community. Now, I want to touch, I'll probably get into that. Now, well, I can go ahead and go down here on this number a little bit, because this was kind of, and I'll probably hit back on this because this is going to be a two-part series here. But I was getting into the economics of it, and I wanted to show the rankings here, you know what I'm saying, of the medium households. And just the white American here is not at the top of the list, you know what I'm saying? Say the Indian Americans is number one at 135,000 average income, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Filipinos, Americans, they make average of 100,000 a year here, and I mean the Chinese and with the Asian market on average are the highest, wage earners in America right now today. Now the Western Indians, they're pretty high too, and they really outpace them, but they don't have the population that the Asians have here. You know what I mean? Um, but I definitely wanted to show this here, but I wanted to go way down here after we go through everybody. You know what I'm saying? In Hong Kong, this, that, and other. And you say, damn, where the black? Who are the blacks? You know what I'm saying? Well, they got us listed as African Americans. You know what I'm saying? And we number 86 out of 92. That's why I want to say the state of the community, because see, a lot of times y'all might, especially out here in the world we in, you may get to thinking like, all right, well, they white, they've been ahead of us, da 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 da, on and on and on. So you got your own personal trauma that's been happening inside of you to say it's okay if the white man ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And white people may even be saying that too. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all got a lot of stuff. You're 156 years behind out of slavery. Yeah, you're going to be behind. You know what I'm saying? But do you see all these other groups on here? Do you see all these other groups on here? And we've been here 156 years before they got here. And then when they started coming, we still had a 50-year jump because we was already here doing our thing here in this community. But I wanted to touch this right here. So, doggone, where I done went into, it's an Afghan. I want to go into African Americans and just pull up this term here that they had the African Americans under. I keep pushing the wrong button here. It's real time, y'all, but y'all bear with me. I just wanted to read what they had under here, under the African American, and it says, African Americans are an ethnic group of Americans with total or partial ancestry from and of the black racial group of Africa. The term African American generally denotes descendants of enslaved Africans who are from the United States, while some black immigrants or their children may have migrated here from the United States to the United States. But I want to definitely hit that part that they did put that in there, that we're descendants of enslaved Africans. I thought that was pretty nice of them to include that and let that heritage be known of what it is. You know what I'm saying? That they have an awareness that this thing did happen and they ain't trying to sweep it under the rug. But the average African American here in the United States, as of 2018, our average income is $43,862 dollars. And that's, actually families, you know what I'm saying? And we number 86, you know what I mean? And yet that's the ones that we have on record, understanding that generally 50% of our population is in the bottom half of, America. We got over 10 million people that have a zero wealth within the black community. But I just, wanted to hit on that, and we'll probably come back to this term 86 in the next, the next segment. But I just thought that was something that was super powerful. If we're trying to figure out where the state of the community is in the black population, just really let that absorb in you. You know what I'm saying? 86 and all these other groups out here, they coming over here they coming here to this country, your country, because this is your country. You built this country. Black Americans out there, you've been here for every war, and you've been here a long time, generations, and most of you don't know nothing else. So this is your country. You don't have no other roots. It's been here, your generational over generation. I guess the next part I wanted to talk about, I think as our community, we are waking up and coming out of this brain fog that we've been in for a great period of time, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of awareness and moving in the right direction and coming up with the proper thoughts that we should be. It's just not enough of us doing it. And a lot of us caught up in peacocking, you know, and the peacocking, it don't take much for you to be in the mindset that you okay and go buy some clothes to look like them, you know what I'm saying? Look like the haves. You know what I mean? When you still in the have not, because you don't have the $600,000 to live the true American dream in that top 20% of America. They have that kind of wealth, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about $500,000 for you to be really living the American dream, to have the car that you should be having the cars that you should be having, taking the vacations that you should be having the money in the bank account, and properties and different things of that nature. So, yeah, we starting to kind of come out that brain fog, and we starting to talk the talk, but we still not walking the walk. And we want to be one of those places here helping you get there to be able to walk that walk, you know what I'm saying? But we've had a certain amount of trauma happen. And I'm gonna pull up another slide here, and it's gonna be on the generational, you know, how does generational trauma affect children? And it says, also known as generational trauma or transgenerational trauma, this type of trauma often goes unrecognized. This is also the cycle to continue. Common symptoms of intergenerational trauma includes low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, insomnia, anger, and self-destructive behaviors. Does this sound like our community? You know what I'm saying? A little bit, just a little bit like our community. And we're all going through these particular things that's happening out here in the world. You know what I mean? Now, I wanted to hit on here of how they say, how do you fix generational trauma? If you or your therapist identify that you might be experiencing generational trauma, your therapist may suggest one of these types of therapy. Theraplay, parent-child interaction, child-parent relationship therapy, family play therapy, family system therapy, working through a genogram. I don't know what all of that entails, but I don't foresee that stuff really getting you out of this generational trauma. I'm the OG, so I'm going to keep it real here, y'all. That's why y'all came here to the game of life. You know what I'm saying? You pass this on to the rest of these people. And we don't know how to get out of this until the shit happen. Okay? Real talk. You know what I mean? Now, yeah, we have people, and I wanted to express here, and I was talking to my cohorts here about, I can give each and every one of you all, if you have just some little basic stuff about yourself and not feeling too bad about yourself, how to get out of poverty, you know what I'm saying? And get your family moving into a better way of life, you know what I'm saying? A better way of thinking. That's why I tell you here, if you say you can't do it, you can't do it. So lose them thoughts and stop carrying those thoughts. Get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Start believing in yourself and believing what you can do. That's the only way you're going to break that. You know what I'm saying? But we can give each individual a way out. But we can't bring the masses, and that's what we have to do. And we're going to still be feeling this because, I mean, the community, you can't, it's too hard to run from the community. You know what I'm saying? You're a black man in a white man's world, you know what I'm saying? You're a black woman in a white man's world, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to constantly be coming back to this black community in some form or fashion because you need it, you know what I'm saying? We need one another, and we have to know this. Now, yeah, like I said, we have plenty of black people that's then came up. Like I spoke about that 50,000 that's then, made it out. And most of that came from our baby boomers, that's our older baby boomers that have the majority of the wealth that we do have within the black community. Now, I'm going to hit on some more stuff when we come back in the other parts, the second part of the state of our community and where we at. But I just want to be giving some simple answers out here, because a lot of times we take off, we do stuff, and you're like, well, yeah, you want to learn wealth, but all of these things that we up against is not going to pull the whole community up out of here, you know what I'm saying? And we got to come together. If we come together and unite and be one on one accord, then we will come out of this pretty fast. So we have to start changing the mindsets that's out here. And that's, the whole reason I've dedicated myself and my time to come forward and see it's plenty of us out here. So I'm loving that we have some black media outlets out here. And so we on the move. We're just not moving fast enough, you know what I mean? Because the rest of the world is steady moving and going on about yourself. So please keep waking our people up and getting some real stuff that's going to benefit us, you know what I'm saying? Because we really, really do need that. And because our adults and our kids are dealing with generational trauma, and we don't know how to come out of it or where it's going. So it affects our men and our women, and it affects our understanding and how you cope and how you heal. This is what generational trauma actually is and does. And it begins from decades of prior and current generations. So this ain't something that you can just run away from. Wave gave me my 1 minute for me to wrap it up for this particular session, y'all. So we're going to come on right on back. For y'all that's out there on YouTube, y'all can come right on back and watch the next show out there on TV World, Sundial Network. Y'all have to wait till hopefully, I think that this will be airing right behind it. So y'all watch the show right behind it. If not, y'all make sure y'all tune back in, because this is information you need. You know what I'm saying? Got love for y'all out there. Y'all make sure y'all drinking y'all water. Y'all being healthy, exercising. To my haters, y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all show y'all haters some love, because your haters really big fans of yours. You know what I'm saying? So you got to support them. Make sure you're giving them the ones, y'all. Game of Life. Y'all come on back. Love ya.
Live at Blackstone Smokehouse, showcasing the Eclipse Band and also featuring tomorrow's future talent star. Only on Sundial Networks. Tuesday and Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're in the live bands, open mic talent, we have a treat for you. Only on Sundial Networks. Every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're in the Flint area, please come to see the live tape at Blackstone, downtown Flint, every Thursday night, 7 to 10 p.m.
A new TV channel, Sundial.tv. That's SUNDIAL.tv. Urban culture, music, lifestyle, fashion, talk shows, comedy, and more. Check us out at Sundial.tv. TV lineup, what happened to that one-hit wonder? The battle, new versus old. Top 100 countdown, old school mix-up, slow jam, Sundial Soul. Put us in your browser, SUNDIAL.tv.
A new way to watch TV on the web. Check us out, HighD.tv. That's HIGHD.tv. High Dimension Networks. The lineup, top 100 of all time. Old school hip-hop. What's new now? Top 10 from the street.
That's my jam.
New to the game. And legends in music. Yeah, that's right. It's about time. Something new in TV. A brand new game. New flavor in TV. High Dimension Network. HIGHD.tv. When you're ready to go from local to to global web TV can help you reach your prospective audience and hit the target with your product, service, or brand in a personalized ad campaign with business packages from every size of business. When you're ready to do some new and cool stuff, come and see us at Web TV. This could be your commercial being seen by thousands of viewers. You can email us at webtvmedia1@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.